Java development with Visual Studio Code couldn't get any easier. You don't have to install the JDK. You don't have to install Maven. You don't have to install Gradle. When you install the Java language extensions pack for Visual Studio Code, all of that gets taken care of for you. And that's exactly what I want to show you how to do here. I want to show you how to install VS Code, install the Java extensions pack for Visual Studio Code, and then when we're done, I want to show you how to create a simple Hello World application. And then maybe, just maybe, if we've got enough time, I want to show you how to create a simple Maven project and do a build and, I don't know, maybe even generate a jar file. Who knows? But to get started with Visual Studio Code, we've got to head over to the landing page where you download the installer, and that is exactly what we're going to do next. To get started with Visual Code in Java, just go to the Java in Visual Studio Code page and find the link to install the coding pack for Java on Windows. Run the executable file that gets downloaded, and in just a couple of seconds, the installer is going to kick off and show you a license agreement. Read it thoroughly, and then click the Accept checkbox and click Next. Then the tool's going to try and figure out whether you've got a JDK installed and figure out if you've got Visual Studio Code installed already. I don't. I've got nothing. I'm on a blank PC. So the tool says, okay, I'm going to download JDK 17 from Adopt Open JDK, and it's going to download, install Visual Studio Code. That all looks good to me, so I click that beautiful install button, and boom, the whole installation process gets kicked off. Now, one thing that I will say is occasionally you're going to see this unexpected token doc type is not valid JSON error come up. Sometimes that's actually stopped me from doing the installation completely, and I've had to double click the installer again and start from scratch. I don't know why it happens, but it happens. So don't worry about it. And if the download for the Adopt Open JDK fails, just run the installer again. Even looking at this, look, there we go. Third time, looks like third time was the charm, and finally it is now downloading Open JDK 17. After that JDK gets installed, it's going to, it looks like it's going to download Visual Studio Code. It's going to take a little while to download, and soon enough, the installation will complete. And when it does, just click Finish with the Launch Visual Studio Code checkbox selected, and that will allow us to play around with Visual Studio Code with Java as a first-class citizen. When the tool starts up, you'll be presented with a welcome screen that provides you some insights on how to use the tool and how to get started with VS Code. It's valuable, it's worth doing, but I'm just going to delete that nag page for right now because I just actually want to get into some Java programming and explore the tool. To create your first project, just select File and say Open Folder, because you need a folder for your project to go in. I'm going to create a new folder right here under my home directory called Workspace. I think that makes sense. And then inside this folder, I'm going to create another folder for this project called Hello-World. I'll click Select Folder, and then all of a sudden the project starts up. I'm going to select this nag screen and say, yes, I trust the authors. And then once that's done, well, the opportunity to start writing some code appears. It's going to maximize the screen there. And then it does say, hey, do you want to create a new file? And of course I do. I want to create a new Java file. So I select New Java file. I told you this was going to be easy. And then all of a sudden we get a Java class created for us, public class main. I'll throw in the requisite public, static, void, main, string, args. Make sure I got those matching braces there. And then we got to do the requisite hello world, right? System.out.println hello world. Let me see, does that all look good there? Before we run it, we've got to save it. So I'll click File, Save. I'm going to put a name in there, main.java. It's got to match the name of the class. Click Save. And then there is that rightward pointing triangle in the top right-hand corner. Do you want to run your Java code Of course I do. A little nag screen comes up. We say, yes, we will allow Java to run. And then boom, all of a sudden it says, hello world. And we're patting ourselves on the back for creating our first hello world program in Visual Studio Code. Okay, I'm doing just a very quick interruption here. A couple of things. The YouTube algorithm hates me for some reason right now. If you're enjoying this video, if you could like, subscribe, and even leave a comment, I would really love to hear from you and find out if you've enjoyed this. It'll also help wake up the YouTube algorithm and maybe give my channel and my videos a little bit more exposure. So I would really appreciate that. The other thing too is I got a new copy of Hibernate Made Easy coming out, the best-selling book. I've updated it for version 7 of Hibernate. So if you're into JPA, Spring Data, Spring JDBC, please sign up for my mailing list. You don't have to buy it, but I'll be raffling off some free copies for members of my newsletter. And I'll also be making chapters available through the newsletter as well. So sign up for that. There's a link in the description. And finally, I helped out with some final edits on Darcy DeClute Scrum Master Certification Guide. So if you're agile and you're working with Scrum and you're interested in getting Scrum Master certified, a lot of people have been using this book to score 100% on the Product Owner and Scrum Master exam. So it's available on Amazon. Go pick that up. I know Darcy would be very happy if you did. Okay, that's it. I'm really sorry to bother you. Let's get back into the coding. If you're an experienced Java developer, you'll probably want to create a Maven or Gradle project just to make sure that you've got a properly structured application. And that's what I want to show you how to do next. I want to show you how to at least create a Maven project in Visual Studio Code. And the fact of the matter is it's super easy to do. And remember, I didn't even install Maven. It all comes just out of the box for me. So how do we do this? All we have to do is first, I'm going to go back to that workspace folder. So I'm going to say open folder. I'm going to create a new folder named Goodbye World and select it. And then from here, I'm going to go up to that search bar and I'm going to put a little greater than sign in, say Maven, and select the option to create a basic Maven project. Now, this is now going to ask me about the Gav, right? So I've got to put in the group ID, and then I've got to put in the artifact ID. The artifact ID is the name of the resource that gets created. By the way, the artifact ID is also going to be the name of the project itself. So I'm going to select that workspace folder as the destination for the project. And now you can see Goodbye World has been created. And if we come over here, we can open up the main folder. We'll see that we've got COM/MCNZ VSCode in there. The main.java file says hello world. We can click run, and then in just a moment, we'll have the Goodbye World printing out in the terminal window, and then you can further explore the project. You can even see the class file compiled under target. There's the test folder as well, and basically everything that you need in order to start building a Maven project. So there you go. That's how easy it is to install VS Code, use the Java extensions, create a basic Hello World file, and for that matter, even go forward and create a full Maven project. Java development with VS Code has never been easier.